To our local lake, only what's left of it. We don't really have that much water.
It usually goes all the way out.
Yeah, it usually goes
Where all the tire marks are out here.
hang on, I'm just fixing up the GoPro a bit. It usually goes all the way down where it's all kind of soil, even the green spots down there. Usually what happens is the farmers will bring the cattle in and let them graze around here, and then you've got a lot of cow poop you can pick up, which is great for your garden. Well, it's good fertilizer. It's great fertilizer. But anyway, this morning we thought we'd do a walk and talk because we've been promising one of those. So here we are. You guys got something you want to say this morning?
No.
No? But here, look, this is our view.
That's crappy right now.
But it's pretty.
There's no water.
It is
It's all
beautiful.
dried up.
Yeah, they can see the mountains though.
What kind of lake is this?
Yeah, well, you know, a couple years ago they had to fix the wall where all the water flows from, because a lot of the farmers rely on this water to water their crops. That's why it's so low. We really didn't have much rain out here, and when it's like that, the lake tends to go very quickly because it's an irrigation source for many farmers. So that's what we've got left this year. A little bit. But I've seen it all the way up here where we're walking a couple of years back, about 2-3 years ago. We had a major high tide up here, and this area that we're walking on was all underground, in water. So just goes to show you how it can change so quickly from one season to another.
Most definitely.
Yeah. So now we got no water. I'm kind of hoping that the winter we'll get a lot of snow because we need it. Otherwise, guess what? Next year, there'll be no water for the farmers. Nothing. They won't be able to irrigate because there'll be no water.
Well, right now, water for farmers doesn't seem to be a problem. The whole Midwest was flooded out. The breadbasket of America is just about empty. We have no more strategic grain reserves.
Right.
We're just about ready to start feeling the real brunt of what's going to happen with the food shortage. They've already been shrinking packages
Yeah.
for the last year, you know, so people hopefully won't notice too much.
Have you guys noticed that? That when you go to buy, say, for instance, the other day, I bought a bleach is a perfect example. I bought some bleach so that if we ever need to purify water, we have some bleach on hand. That's a good tip, by the way. Tiny little...
Couple of drops to a gallon, 2 to
Yeah.
3 drops per gallon. Yeah, it'll help
purify
clean
your water. So if you don't have a water filter or you have no access to really clean water, then you can always get it from a lake or a river and put some bleach in it to make sure that it's drinkable. But these
you
are...
probably still want to boil it and filter it, but
Yeah,
yeah, that'll definitely kill any of the microorganisms.
a couple of drops.
But
Well,
you've got to let it process for about an hour. They're saying a cap full to a gallon might be a bit too much bleach.
I think so, yeah.
I'd say more like a teaspoon is plenty. It'll kill any organic stuff. You want to go this way?
Yeah, we can go that way. But anyway, what I was noticing is that I went to get a bottle of bleach, which was usually quite a big size bottle. I mean, surely everybody's seen those bottles. They're
Big
about...
giant gallon, you know, 2 gallon.
Yeah, for about like $1.50, $2 a gallon. And their bottles are only half the size now for the same amount. So you guys might want to take a look at the value of money when you go shopping now and see
Plus
if you...
all the main food packages have been reduced as much as 20% of what they normally get. So you're actually paying the same price and getting about 20% less. They do that so they hope people won't really notice what's going on right away.
Yeah.
Until it's too late, of course.
Well, I'm noticing it. I'm also noticing the price of beef
if you can find it.
Yeah.
I mean, notice all the shortages now.
And I noticed that they're also adding, it's not even real food.
I call it Frankenfoods.
Yeah.
Basically things they make in labs, they're trying to push all that. They want to get us all hooked on that.
That's why we live out in the country, because out here, there's a lot of, as we've said before, there's a lot of farms out here.
And thereby a lot of free-range foods that are not sold directly through the big box stores.
Right. Like I can take a trip and go north from here, say about half an hour, and there's some people who raise goats, free-range.
We've got
beef,
all kinds
sheep,
of specialty foods out here, including elk and buffalo, although we don't eat the buffalo.
We don't eat buffalo, but elk and deer. There's also bear, black bear out here. And, you know, there's other small critters like rabbits. And so as far as game goes, there's quite a lot of it out here. This is probably not a really good idea to walk through here.
We should probably turn around here.
Yeah,
this
because
is like bear country, baby.
Bears like this kind of thing near the water.
Yeah, you want to turn that way.
Yeah. So
this is just sort of a light stroll today.
Yeah. We're going to see how we go on this walk and talk, because I'm learning how to edit. And I think I finally figured it out. I got a new software program, and it's been
nightmare.
Yeah.
Nightmare on Victoria Street.
Yeah, you know those days when you just want to pick up your computer and throw it across the room?
Yep, that's Victoria.
That was what I was going through, because I was trying to learn the GoPro and doing editing at the same time with a new software. But I think I finally figured it out. So
yeah, you're pretty smart. Usually you figure out most stuff.
If you guys haven't seen our latest video I put up, it was just basically a conversation that I added images to. And while we're walking, I want to talk about that for a second. I'm going to start doing what I call soul images. And I've already done one.
I think it's a great idea, Victoria.
Yeah. What I do is, if you send me a photograph of yourself, and eventually this is going to be something that I eventually will charge for, because it takes me hours to do that.
A couple of bucks, yeah, it won't be a huge amount.
Not a lot. But I'm going to make them poster size, so if you ever want to have them blown up, you can. And so what I do is, when you send me a photograph of yourself now, I will look at that image, and I usually get flashes of you, and it doesn't mean that it's in this life. It could have been in a past life long ago. But I've just done one for somebody who is female in this life, but I saw her as male in another life, and I put together an image of what I saw.
It's like this graphic and combined image of spirit work, where you actually look into the person, you get a feel for their energy, their aura, you look at their face. When appropriate, you may even put their face in some of the artwork that you do.
Yeah.
But if they're curious what it's going to look like, they can look at any of the artwork that you've done. So it's pretty amazing.
Oh, I don't know if this wind's going to pick up in this. Probably. We don't have any wind, and then all of a sudden the wind comes. But yeah, what I was saying was that if you guys want to send me a picture, what I do is
we'll have a page up pretty soon.
I need your permission, and I don't do this without permission, because that's what bad beings do. They take what they can from you without your permission or your knowledge. So if you send me a photograph and I can see something from it, I will create an image of what I saw.
And some of her image work is really amazing. If you've seen any of the work that she's done in the last year, all of the artwork, she does all of our artwork.
And it's just something that comes to me most of the time, because the world we live in is a very hard life to live in sometimes. And so when I make these fantasy images, I'm actually seeing things in the universe that make sense to me, and I put them down on imagery. I'm actually going to do an image, not an image, a video of me talking about these images I've created.
There's some yelling going on over there. I'm thinking,
Yeah, somebody's not having fun. When you
Either they're
start
not
throwing a
having fun,
temper tantrum.
or they're not having fun.
I don't think they're having fun, because they sound like they were crying.
Oh,
Yeah,
I thought they were happy.
sound like a kid.
Could be.
Yeah. So,
It's a shame. Usually the water is way up. There's people down here on the beachfront.
well, we got a couple of campers down here,
Yeah,
but nothing like we remember it. I mean, this lake is
the lake usually
devastated.
I mean, what you're seeing usually runs so far to the left.
Yeah, it's usually
Over
way
here is
out
all
here.
really wet.
You can see where the water levels have been though, because it's all kind of brown and dry. But yeah, we just wanted to put this little video together to let you know what I'm going to be doing.
Oh, hey, we found out why the lines were so damn long going to the sand dunes. Care to take a guess why?
And it was something that I was feeling
And
too.
you even said, I wonder if they're doing this.
Yeah, I was feeling that this is why it was taking so long.
They were taking people's temperature and getting their personal information, their name, their phone number, because the people at the state and federal level, primarily the federal level,
Yeah.
are employing skip tracers. So if you show up and you've got your cell phone and they've got your phone number, they can track and see if you walk by anybody that's had the COVID.
And then say you've got it.
Yep.
And what's really difficult about all of this,
Which is why you should never carry a phone unless you have a block it pocket.
yeah. But what's really amazing about this is that there was a couple who recently complained that their grandmother died, and they said she had COVID from a test, but the thing is she never went for a test, and what she died from had nothing to do with COVID. But you see that's what's going down on all your
They're doing
records.
this everywhere, and they're doubling and tripling the death numbers,
Yeah.
saying that everyone's dying from COVID and that nobody's dying for any other reason. Give me a break.
It's, you know, you can see the lies, and if you're smart enough to read between the lines.
And you don't even have to be that smart to see through this one, which is why
Yeah,
so many
because-
people are getting angry, because they know that it's a lie.
Yeah, because if you go back to March and April news reports, and then you look at them now, we were being told in March and April not to wear a mask. So the propaganda is thick and fast right now.
It sure is.
Just be smart, guys, because this is a war on your mind and on your heart and on your very soul. Yeah,
Yep.
it is. And I'll tell you something else, they cannot do this without your permission. I've told you this before. This is a free Buddha planet, which means you have free will. And they can't force these things on you because they're unnatural. And there are covenants on this planet that we're always supposed to protect the species out here. I mean, even the oceanics have had their family decimated in the oceans. But since what's going on Earth, I know that they're paying very close attention to the whole planets that they run now that have oceans on them. So good going, Earth. You've made it hard for everybody else in different parts of the universe.
And for those of you who have asked, yes, this is our truck. I don't know why you asked, but you did. So there you go. If you're looking for us, the best way to contact us is, of course, online.
Yeah, I leave links in the bottom of our videos. You can either send us a message through the mail, our P.O Box, and if you have something, or you can email us. So, I don't really do phone calls, guys.
Yeah, the closest we do to that is Discord, and you're welcome to join Discord if you go to whentheancientspeak.com
And sign up.
and click join Discord.
Yeah.
You can join the email. You're sent a link which allows you to come into the site and you can talk with us.
Yeah.
Pretty simple, huh?
Yeah. That's a beautiful view. Look at those mountains up
Yeah,
there.
except for the water missing. You know?
Yeah.
That's what really bothers me.
But this is where we live, out here in these mountains.
And usually it's far more beautiful. There's more foliage. It's been pretty hot.
Yeah.
You know, so this is the result of this.
Plus, you know, irrigation.
An improper management of
It really
irrigation.
is. It really is.
They're holding back the water because they sell it to the farmers. Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah. They sell water.
Yeah, they sell water.
And water is supposed to be a free commodity on this
Mountain
planet.
Home Reservoir, folks. There's the data on it for our stalkers.
For rainbow trout and northern pike.
It is beautiful most of the year here.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that'll do it for today for a quick little walkabout.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we'll do a lot more of these guys as the days progress, guys and gals.
I think we've got something over here streaming in the air here.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe it could be a small eagle. We get golden eagles out here.
Which is awesome.
Mm-hmm. And we also have hawks and a bunch of other beautiful animals out here.
Okay.
And I really
Talk to you
admire them.
soon.
Yeah, we'll talk to you later. Thank you for
Bye.
listening.